We live in interesting times. We are indeed in the midst of a major revolution, one brought about by the converging interests and technologies of communication, computation, and entertainment. Technological revolutions have several interesting properties. First, we tend to overestimate the immediate impact and underestimate the long-term impact. Second, we tend to place the emphasis on the technologies themselves, when it is really the social impact and cultural change that will be most dramatic. And, finally, we think revolutions are fast, with changes occurring in months or, at worst, a few years. In reality, technological revolutions are fast only from a historical point of view. Look at the revolution triggered by Gutenberg's development of the movable type printing press. Its impact was rapid. Within 100 years it was felt all across Europe. To the historian, 100 years is a short time. For someone living at the time, it is an eternity, more than most lifetimes. All new technologies take a long time to affect the lives of ordinary people. The telephone was invented in 1875, but it didn't have a major impact until the 1900s. The airplane was conceived in the late 1800s and flown successfully in 1903, but it didn't become commercially available for passengers for 30 years, and, even then, it was a risky, foolhardy means of transportation. The fax machine was invented in the mid-1800s and even today has not yet made much of an impact in the home. Today we often hear that the pace of change has speeded up, that changes happen in internet time, in months or weeks, not decades or years. False. The internet had its start in the 1960s as a government-sponsored research network for universities and company research laboratories. 30 years later, at the end of the 1990s, it still is not present in the majority of homes in the United States, and its adoption asterisk in other countries is even lower. The digital computer is 50 years old, the personal computer more than 20, yet fewer than half the homes in the United States have computers, and the number is far lower in other countries. These rates of adoption might be faster than the airplane and the telephone, but not by as much as you might have been led to believe. Technological revolutions are rapid when measured by the time span of civilization, but slow when measured by the time span of an individual's life.